As we continue our examination of the 10th commandment as reported by the Samaritan Targum, it might be helpful to situate ourselves geographically. Here's a map that comes from Logos Bible Software's Fact Book, and we see Mount Ebal and Mount Gerizim in the middle of the land of Israel. This place was important because in Deuteronomy it's commanded that once the people would enter the land, that half of the tribes would stand on Gerizim and recite covenant blessings, whereas the other half of the tribes would stand on Mount Ebal and recite covenant curses. Now, Gerizim became very important to the Samaritans. So here is a picture from Accordance Bible Software in the Bible Lands Photo Guide Edition 4. Off to the left, there's kind of a bulge there. That is Mount Gerizim. This picture is taken from Mount Ebal. So in the valley is where Shechem is, and modern Nablus is off to the right. And you may remember in the New Testament, in John 4, Jesus encounters a Samaritan woman near this location, where the Samaritan woman brings up how important it was to her people to worship on Gerizim, not in Jerusalem. So this is a long-standing point of controversy between the Samaritans and the Jews. So you can imagine the interest that was raised with the discovery, apparently, of a fragment of Deuteronomy among the Dead Sea Scrolls fragments that had, in Deuteronomy 27:4, Mount Gerizim instead of Ebal, and also spelled the same way the Samaritans spell it, as one word. So you have the bait prefix and the har, and then the rest, Gerizim, at the end. Now it turns out, with some respected scholars going so far as to say this had to be the original reading, because unfortunately Deuteronomy 27:4 is not attested in other Dead Sea Scrolls. However, this and other scrolls that came to light in the 21st century have been shown to be fakes, as discussed in this article, and popularly discussed in Christianity today. So as it stands, there is no evidence that Gerizim was the original reading, and Jewish texts for Deuteronomy 27:4 all have Eval, and the emphasis upon Gerizim as the right place of worship is a characteristic of Samaritan sources. So now we continue reading about the 10th commandment in the Samaritan Targum.